You know what's funny? Most people understand English, they can read it, write it, even think in it. But the moment they open their mouth, boom, their mind goes blank, they freeze, they stutter, even they forget each and everything. So here is the truth. The real reason why you can't English confidently. And it's not because English is hard. It's because you're learning it in the wrong way. The real problem isn't about your grammar, it's not about your accent, it's not about your vocabulary. It's a fear, the fear of being judged, the fear of being wrong. You have trained your brain to avoid embarrassment, not to express yourself, and that's why you can't speak. So you finally realized why you can't speak English, but knowing the reason isn't enough. You have to fix it. And today in this video I will tell you the real solution of your problem, that how can you speak English confidently, fluently, even flawlessly. So welcome back to my channel, and if you people are new over here, please subscribe it, like it and share it, and you will get lots of video regarding English, regarding your problem, regarding you how to become fluent. Everything I'm going to talk about in this channel, about your English, about each and everything. If you want to learn English fluently and flawlessly, subscribe this channel and I will tell you each and everything what to do to become fluent in English. So without further ado, without wasting any time, let's get into the video. The real reason, guys, you are focusing too much of input, not for output. So let me tell you, what do I mean by that? So you are watching movies, watching everything in English, you are consuming English content, okay, you are doing each and everything to become fluent in this language. But where is your output? Where is your practice of speaking? If you being honest with me right now, I am asking you, being honest with me right now, do you practice your English every day? So many people say, I don't have enough time. Many say, no, I do practice my English, but I still not fluent yet. So because you are not practicing English while speaking, what you are doing, you are actually thinking in your head your native language. So that is actually also a reason that you are not able to speak properly and fluently English. So I'm going to give you all of the solution. So stick with this video till the end. So what you can do, so focusing too much on input but not for output. So what you can do in this situation, you have to speak every day, even it a little bit. So you have to be consistent. What I'm talking about, consistency is the key. I am telling you the solution. It does not mean that if you follow this today, tomorrow you are going to become fluent. No, it does not work like that. What you have to do, you have to practice speaking every day. So the first thing you have to do, try to train your brain to think in this language. Okay, because while speaking, many of you are translating. So what you have to do, you have to think in English. Think in English in your head while speaking. And I can give you one more solution, that is actually, when you're speaking, when you're practicing your English while speaking, let's say when you're having conversation, when you're trying to practice your English, so you have to tell your mind like this, that you do not know any other language, you know only one language, that is English. And you're going to make lots of mistakes also while speaking, and don't worry about at all, because making mistake is the part of learning. You have to make mistake in order to be fluent. So make mistake, it does not matter. The problem is, do not translate at all, because translation is going to help you in a short term, but if you talk about in the long run, it's not going to help you at all. So do not translate, try to speak natural and think in your head that you do not know any other language except English. So whatever you have to think in English, you have to speak in English, even you have to make an attitude that you are an English learner, you can speak English fluently and flawlessly. So that's what you have to do. Let me give you an example so you can understand it better. Why translation actually making your progress slow? Why translation actually not making you fluent in this language? So let me give you an example. When you speak your mother tongue, do you translate? Let me tell you, do you translate? You do not translate at all, because you think in your mother tongue, you speak in your mother tongue, even you understand each and everything in your mother tongue. That's what you do. And while speaking in English, what do? You try to translate your mother tongue to English, because English is totally a different language, even your mother tongue is totally a different language. When you are a beginner, you are taking help of your mother tongue, and that's how you are learning, that's how you are building a vocabulary. That's a good, but it's not going to help you in the long run. So you have to cut it down as soon as possible. So what is the main point is over here, you have to practice your English every day with consistency, no matter what. Many people will say, practice your English, practice your English. Yes, practicing is actually important. Practicing is important because when you force yourself, when you tell your mind, when you force your mind to practice this language, even you are not feeling well, even you are not want to, you will see the progress. You will see the progress after a couple of times later. You have to consistently practice your English. If you consistently practice your English, then you are gonna see the progress. But if you do it today and tomorrow you are not going to do it, that's not going to happen at all. That's not going to help you at all. So you have to practice your English every day, no matter what. So that was my first advice for you if you want to become fluent in this language. So let's move on to the second step. So step number 2 is you are chasing shortcut. You have an interview to clear and you want to go for foreign country. That's why you're looking for shortcut to become fluent in English. So to be honest with you, there is no shortcut at all. So do you really think I applied some shortcut and that's how I become fluent? Even you think the native speaker around you, even the native speaker that you follow, do you think they applied some shortcut and they really know some shortcut and that's how they become fluent in just 10 days or 20 days? No, there is no shortcut at all. You have to follow the hard way, because shortcut means you're lazy and you don't want to put your effort, you don't want to practice your English, you don't want to learn vocabulary. What I'm trying to say is you don't want to expand your vocabulary, you don't want to do anything, you just want to learn this language just sitting on your hands. That's what I'm trying to do. So there is no shortcut at all. If you want to learn this language, you have to practice your English, you have to train your mind to think in English, you have to consume English content, you have to expand your vocabulary. So these are the things that you have to do to become fluent in this language. So there is no shortcut at all. So don't go for shortcut. If there was a shortcut, so people could have applied it long ago before you thinking about it. So there is no shortcut at all. So you have to go for the hard way, and please go for the hard way, because learning this language is not easy. Because if it easy, then why are people struggling to learn this language? Why people are searching on internet to become fluent in this language? How can I become fluent? Why they are hiring mentor, purchasing so many courses to become fluent in this language? So this is not an easy, but it's not hard either. So what I'm trying to say, don't go for shortcut, because you have to go for hard way. The things that you are saying, this is the hard. No, these are not hard at all. You think that these are the steps are really hard. These are not hard at all. You have to be consistent. That's what you have to do. You have to be consistent. If you consistently follow this path, consistently follow these rules, you will be fluent. Just 1 month or 2 months later, you're going to see that big progress or big changes that actually happening in yourself. So what I'm trying to say, be consistent and do not chase shortcut at all. And let's move on to the third step. So third step is really crucial and really important. That is, you learn English like a school subject, not a language. So third step is you learn English like a school subject, not a language. So I have seen so many people, they are learning, they're obsessed with grammar, obsessed with to become perfection, because you have to speak perfectly without making any mistake. So to be honest with you guys, there is nothing called perfection. You can never be perfect in this language. Even I am not perfect, even you are not perfect. Nobody on earth is actually perfect in this language. No one is perfect. Then why are you chasing perfect? When you are a beginner, you want to speak proper because you are scared of making mistake. Because if you make any mistake, what people will going to judge you? Because you are thinking in your head, because that's what you are thinking in your head. People are not judging you, because when you make mistake, they know you are a beginner. Even I know that you are a beginner. I mean, they will get to know that you are a beginner, and that's why making mistake is not a problem at all. But when you speak with fluently, when you speak with fluency, and if you make any mistake, nobody going to see your mistake. People are going to notice your fluency, not the mistake. Okay, so this is totally a misconception that people are going to judge me if I make any mistake. So do not treat this language as a subject. So do not be obsessed with grammar, do not be obsessed with perfection, because perfection does not exist, and you don't have to learn all of the grammar. Even you don't have to cramming the vocabulary in order to become fluent, because many will say you need vocabulary to become fluent in this language. It does not mean that you are going to cramming the vocabulary, you are going to memorize all of the dictionary and then you will be able to speak this language very fluently. It doesn't work that way. So this is a language can be learned by just naturally if you follow some natural rules. So if you practice your daily, if you engage in yourself in English speaking conversation, and if you make your own environment to learn this language. So that's how I learned, that's how people are learning. So if you don't have anything, you have the mobile phone, right? You have a cell phone, mobile phone. So what you can do, you can utilize your cell phone just by watching movies, watch TV show, watch podcast in English, listen English songs, read in English. Okay, and that's how I learned, and that's how you can learn it. So learning English is just a piece of cake. It's not a rocket science. You don't have to go for courses. You don't have to pay any money to any mentor, to hire a mentor. That mentor can actually guide me to become fluent in this language. I don't have to do anything. You can learn it naturally, but it's going to take time, because nothing going to happen overnight. If you persistently follow these rules, what I'm saying, you can become fluent. So do not treat this as a subject, you have to treat it as a language, because if you treat it as a subject, you can never be learned, because you have been treating it as a subject since your childhood, but you're not able to speak English at all. But now you have to treat it as a language, not as a subject. So step number 4 is you never get enough comprehensible input. And in my every video I say comprehensible input. Comprehensible is really important to become fluent. So what is comprehensible input? So let's talk about what is comprehensible input is. So the comprehensible input is actually, if I tell you to watch a cartoon, and if I tell you to watch any movie that's hard to understand, so you will understand 90 or 99% in that cartoon. But when it comes to a movie, any movie that they are using some advanced words, advanced vocabulary and advanced idioms, it hardly you will understand. 10% or 20% you will understand, but 80% you will not. So that's not a comprehensible input at all, because comprehensible actually naturally your mind actually able to understand what they are saying. Actually, if you're not able to express yourself, but you're still understanding what the person is trying to say, that is comprehensible input. How can you do it? So the comprehensible, you can do it, you can imitate. First of all, if you're a beginner, don't try to watch any complicated movies that are using some complicated words, complicated sentence. Do not go for that kind of movie. You have to go for easy movies that child, even adults, they can easily understand. Okay, movie like cartoons, animated movies. And so what you can do when you're watching movies, and if you are not comfortable with their accent, if you're not able to understand their accent, you can put the subtitle on, you can mimic them. That's called shadowing. You can mimic them, but mimicking is not going to help you all the time. So what I'm trying to say, watch one movie twice. I know it's frustrating to watching one movie or watching one thing twice or thrice, and that's quite frustrating, but trust me on this, if you watch one thing 2 or 3 times, you will able to comprehensible input naturally, because when your mind listening one thing 2 or 3 times, you will see the naturally your mind is actually understanding how they are saying, like 100%. What I'm talking about, you will understand 101%, because you know the story. Then second time you will put the subtitle on and they will watch the movie, then even you know that what is going to happen. When you watch the movie third time, you know what the person is going to say next, because your mind got used to it. So I still do this to enhance my fluency, to expand my vocabulary. So this is the thing that I still do it, and if you do it, you are going to see the big progress in your English speaking. So that's why I'm saying comprehensible input is really important. So do not take comprehensible input for granted, because this thing actually helping in so many people. I have told this thing to so many people, even they are applying it in their daily life. They are following my guide and they're saying, after 1 week, they're saying, watching one movie is quite frustrating, but I'm still able to speak naturally. My mind is speaking this language quite naturally without even I forcing it. So this is called comprehensible input. So you should follow these rules. Okay, and let's move on to the last and final step. The last and final step is, and you underestimate the consistency. So to be honest with you, if I'm being honest with you right now, I have seen so many people, they work hard to become fluent in this language. They are doing each and everything. I mean each and everything. So but in the end of the day, they're not consistent person. Like they are practicing their English, they are expanding their vocabulary, but they're not consistent. Consistent means they're not doing it regularly, not every day. They're doing it today, after 1 week later they are doing it, they again started to doing it. So that's not going to happen at all. So if you do this, you are never ever going to speak. So consistency is the key, not only in this language. If you want to be successful in life, if you want to change your habit, if you want to grow in your life, if you want to do something exceptional in your life, then you have to be consistent. No matter what, forget about the motivation, because you do not need motivation, you do not need validation, you don't need anything to make you motivate, because motivation is just a temporary. You have to be consistent. You are feeling well and you have to show up. If you are not feeling well, you still have to show up. You still have to practice your English. To be honest with you, I was so consistent. I did not miss a single day. One day I got sick, but I still managed to practice English. I did not procrastinate. I didn't procrastinate. I practice my English every day, and that's how I became fluent. So consistency is the key. So do not forget about the consistency. You have to be consistent in order to become fluent, in order to achieve anything. So that's it for today, guys. And I hope you like this video. If you like this video, if you found this video helpful, share it, like it, even subscribe the channel. And I will tell you more informative video about English, that what can you do to become fluent in English, because English is the language. Actually, English is a globally language, so English is going to help you in every way and every aspect in your life. So that's why you have to learn it as a skill. So that's what I'm talking about. So if you found this video really helpful, so subscribe it, like it, and share it. I will see you in the next video. So take care, bye bye, and see you in the next video very soon.